Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Nikki. Today I am going to be working with this Morphe Dare to Create palette. As you guys know, it's definitely one of my very favorite palettes. I kind of want to work with like the teal colors in this palette today and like the blues and browns and kind of combine all of those together. The other day I was just kind of playing around and swatching the colors and they looked really good all next to each other. And I was like, yeah, I need to do a look with that. So if you want to see what kind of look we end up with, then keep on watching. Okay, so the only thing that I've done so far is just filled in my eyebrows a little bit. Other than that, everything is blank. I have put on a little bit of primer on my face. First off, I am just priming my lids with some Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm mainly doing this just so that the colors really pop. And I also have a lot of red kind of pigmentation in my eyelids, so I just want to kind of conceal that as well. And I just waxed my eyebrows today, so they're a little bit red underneath, so this will help that as well. Concealer is definitely one of the best eyeshadow primers you can use, in my opinion. It kind of has a sticky base, so it really helps colors stick to it really well. And there we go. I'm actually gonna zoom you guys in just a little bit. All right, so now that I've brought you in, don't be scared. I know it's a little bit up close. It can be scary. Nobody's perfect, right? So I'm first gonna start off by dipping into this shade right here, and I'm just going to apply that all over in my crease, and it will really help blend all of the colors together. Because you don't want just like a sharp, harsh line right here. You want it to look soft. Since I'm going for like a bolder look today, you just want to take lots of little steps in achieving this look, because you can definitely end up with something scary. So the only thing about this palette that I've noticed is there is no like light shade. Like for your inner corner, there's no white shade or any light colors. Even though there's so much in this palette, they're definitely missing that. Okay, so next I'm just going to dip into this darker shade right here. And you really just need the tiniest amount of product. And I'm using the same brush as well. I'm just taking a little bit flatter of a brush, just like this one, and I'm going to dip into this this dark brown color, and that color is just going to go in this outer V of my eye. I just like to tap it on first, and then you can blend it in later. But just to get the initial color on there, this is what I like to do. And I'm just taking that big fluffy brush that I was using the first time with that very first color, and I'm just running it along the edge of this color. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other eye. Just gently pack the color on there and then blend it out after. So now my crease is complete, so I'm gonna start going in with the fun part of this look. I really want to use this light shade right here, and this is what this swatch looks like. I'm just going to pat that from like the middle of my lid to the outside. So you will actually have quite a bit of fallout that lands underneath your eyes when you use any kind of shimmery or metallic eyeshadow. So that's why I suggest don't do any of your face makeup or concealer until after you are done with the upper lid, so that you don't start smearing everything and all that. After you've packed all of that blue shadow on your lid, I'm just taking that same pretty flat brush that I just used a minute ago, and I'm just going to take the tiniest amount of that dark brown eyeshadow, tap it off on your hand, and just run that in your crease one more time, very softly, just to create a soft line where that brown and the blue meet. And if you lose any of that blue color, you can go back in and add a little bit more, which is what I'm doing right now. I think this eye stayed okay, but this one needs a little bit more. Since that Dare to Create palette really doesn't have any light white colors, I'm just going to take this color from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. So I'm just going to take that color and place that on the inner corner and blend that together with that blue shade. I'm just using tapping motions here, just so I can be a little bit more precise. And then once you get where these two colors meet, just kind of almost rub them like this. Okay, and now we're done with the upper lid. So I'm just gonna take a makeup wipe and just clean this up. There's going to be a lot of fallout underneath. And I'm also going to take that light shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette and just run it right underneath my eyebrow to give it some highlight. Okay, so I'm going to jump around just a little bit. I'm moving on to concealer because I want my concealer down before I finish up my under eye. So I'm just taking some concealer and just putting that anywhere where I see necessary, which is mostly just my under eyes because I have really dark circles. I like to use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow mixed with the Tarte Shape Tape. Kind of gives me like my perfect color. Oh shiz. And I'm just going to use this Real Techniques brush to blend all of that concealer in. And then I'm just setting all of that concealer with my RCMA No Color Powder. This stuff is the best and it's freaking cheap. Sometimes it can just be kind of hard to find. Get your hands on it if you can. I think they're a lot better at it now, but this stuff used to be way hard to find. I could only get like little samples of it. Now moving on to the lower lash line, I basically just want to mimic what I did on the top. So I'm first just taking that dark brown shade from the Morphe Dare to Create palette, and I'm going to keep that on the outside. Next, I'm just taking my finger into that blue shade, and I'm going to just use my finger and place that on the center. And then the last part on the lower lash line, I'm going to just use that same white color from the Jaclyn Hill palette. And after that, guys, your eyeshadow is complete. I'm just going to put on a wing eyeliner and some mascara, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back. My eyeliner and mascara is done. So just a few last things to do. I'm going to bronze up my face using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. And I'm just using the middle shade. And I'm just going to quickly bronze my cheeks up, just so that you're not looking all one color. Throw a little bit of that on my forehead, just so I can make my 5 head try to turn into a forehead. And I'm also just putting that on my chin and jaw as well. I'll contour down the sides of my nose just a little bit. It just makes me feel better. I've got a crooked nose, you guys, and I don't know how to contour it very well. I kind of have to contour it weird, so I kind of just make it look slimmer. It's still crooked, but slimmer, so, you know, baby steps. And I'm gonna just use this blush by Ofra. Just a little bit of blush. Don't want to do anything too crazy. just a soft kind of blush. And last but not least, for highlighter, I'm going to use this one by Milani. It is called Day Glow, and it's number 2. And it's a crazy eye look, so you can go ahead and go crazy with the highlight. I like to do that anyways, so. Even on days where I don't really wear a lot of makeup, I really like to just throw on a tiny bit of glow. And it just, I don't know, something about it. It just looks so pretty and fresh. And on the tip of my crooked nose. My bad, I said last but not least for highlight, but I do need to do a lip color. I think I'm going to use one of these ones by Tattoo Junkie, just kind of like a nude color. I'm going to start off by using the shade Skinny Dip, and we'll see where that takes us. Okay, so I think that this shade looks really nice and pretty, but I kind of want to give it a little bit more dimension just because the eyes do have a lot of dimension as well. So I'm also going to take this shade Cheeky by Tattoo Junkie and just kind of put that in the middle here. Oh, I love the smell of these liquid lipsticks. They're so yummy. And then just to set everything on my face to make it last all day or all night or wherever, make it last the day at the office, whatever, wherever you're going to be wearing this look, I'm just using this Morphe setting mist, and this stuff is so good. It's just like this nice fine mist. It's not one that you have to like do this with, so it feels so nice. And it smells so yummy too. It reminds me of like the smell of shampoo, so it's just like kind of fresh. It's delicious. All right, you guys, that will actually complete this entire look. I hope you guys really liked it. I'm really liking just the little pop of color. I feel like it's very summery, very, very pretty. Little mermaid-y. I feel like it looks really, really pretty, especially if you got like some hair like this, which if you guys want to see a tutorial of how I get beachy, wavy, curly hair, then leave a comment down below. As always, give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, or a big thumbs down if you didn't like it. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you'd like, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!